Okay, so today let's talk about what is coming in Season 7 of the Treasure Track, which will be starting in December. Season 6 currently has, well, throughout the rest of November, so just like less than a month, but starting at the very beginning of December, we will be having Season 7 of the Treasure Track. Now, usually I would not do this video so early, but there has been so many things already leaked for it, and plenty of predictions to be made, so I'm going to just go ahead and make this the Season 7 Treasure Track predictions video, and of course involving the recent leaks that we have gotten for what is coming up in this next season of the Treasure Track. As of the time I'm recording this, Season 6 Shadow Realm has 26 days left, so just like I said, throughout the rest of November, and then the next season is going to last from December to January. So based on that, I'm assuming it's going to, like these previous ones, have had 60 treasures. So 60 different things you have to complete, and the quests are probably going to stay like basically the same. Let's talk about pets first. Well, actually first before that, here is the background that we are going to be seeing in like Wizard Watch, and in this like background that we see right here, we're going to be seeing this background, and this does reveal a couple of things that we are going to be talking about in just a second, but this is the really cool looking winter background we are going to be having for this next season of the Treasure Track, which looks amazing. It is a little bit confusing though as to why the wizard is wearing a cloak from Pumpkin Fest, and that's the Phantom cloak, I believe. Yeah, that's just a little bit confusing, like why not wear a Winterfest outfit, but who knows, that's just the way Prodigy does it. Sometimes we just, it was just unexpected. So, first off, let's talk about the pets that we expect to be receiving in this treasure track. As the image right there, the image with the background shows, we are going to be most likely having the re-released pets of Blizzherod and Tortoise here. So currently Tortoise is obtainable by rescuing it in Shiverchill Mountains, and Blizzherod is also obtainable by rescuing in Shiverchill Mountains. And I think it was one of the ones removed from parent reward boxes, or it was recently added. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but those two are going to most likely be in here as they are shown in the preview. So that is going to be cool to have those two re-released pets. Seems like we're going to be having a lot of pets in this treasure track, unless those two, or only one of them, doesn't show up. So maybe only one, who knows. But as for, of course, the new pets, we expect the new ice variant of Flick to be added, and of course we'll have its evolutions there too that you evolve. You don't find them in the treasures, you just evolve them. That is Scatty, Sarazug, and Boreas, the new third evolution. I've talked about those in a previous video, so you could go check that out if you want more details. But we are going to be seeing those in the next treasure track. They might be Ultimate members only, we do not know, but I'm hoping that they aren't. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But even if they are, that's just the way Prodigy is doing it, because they release most variant pets as Ultimate members only. We're just gonna have to wait and see what they do there. But yeah, very excited for those pets to finally be released. For Mythical Epics, we can expect maybe two of these particular ones. The main options here are probably Glimmerwing, Frozra, and Polar Tide. Those are the ones that have not been re-released yet. Arcturion has already been re-released. So I'm thinking one of those three or two of those three. We're just going to have to wait and see. So the options, those are the most likely options for what Mythical Epics we are going to be seeing in this upcoming season of the Treasure Track. It has been a while since all of those ice-themed Mythical Epics have been released. The last one being Frozra, being released for the first time in January of this year, so technically not that long ago, but it's getting closer to a year since it's been released, so, and it will have been almost a year right before it ends up, if it shows up in this treasure track. So that really doesn't matter. We'll just have to see which ones they choose to add. But it might be Polar Tide and Glimmerwing. That kind of makes the most sense to me. So there are a couple of re-released buddies we know we are going to be getting because they have just recently been updated to be HD. Those are the Snowy Kangaroo and the Super Chill Monster. If you go into the game, you can see that these are in HD, and they are going to be re-released in the next season of the treasure track. They're both ice themed, so that totally makes sense. As of right now, the Super Chill Monster is obtainable on the Wheel of Wonder sometimes, but that's the only way it's obtainable. And the Snowy Kangaroo can be obtained through that Shadow Crate in Shiverchill Mountains, at least the last time I checked. But both of those have pretty obscure obtainment methods right now. They're not exactly common, so it kind of makes sense that these two are being re-released. It's just going to be good to get those again through this season of the treasure track, especially the Super Chill Monster, as it is only rarely obtainable on the Wheel of Wonder until it gets added back to a shop, which hopefully it will someday, maybe in 2025. We're just going to have to wait and see. I've heard that there is a big shop update coming in 2025, so very excited for whatever that'll bring, but we're just gonna have to wait and see on all of that. There is probably going to be a new Ultimate Member Buddy that gets added, but it just has not been leaked yet. It's probably going to be winter themed. The last two treasure track seasons have had the Steam Engine and the Phantom Snake as Ultimate Member Buddies that are in the first treasure, so that would make sense to have a first treasure Ultimate Member only buddy in this one. It just, like I said, has not yet been leaked. As for furniture items, I think some of the likely ones to be re-released are like the hockey rink furniture, which was originally in the November 2022 member box, I believe. Or maybe it was the December 2022. I'm thinking November though. Wait, no. November was the golden toilet. So yeah, it was the December 2022 member box, and the polar fridge was from the December 2023 member box. I think that would, totally make sense to be a furniture items for this treasure track to be re-released. Maybe a couple of others, but those are the two main ones I'm looking at here. For pet gear, we know that there are already 10 new pieces of pet gear that are going to be in this treasure track, just like the one going on right now. They have already been added to Prodigy's code, and they have all their icons. They're up on the screen. Those are just going to be added. These are going to be just 5 pet hats and 5 pet relics that get added for this next treasure track, so that's going to be, of course, very cool. And one of them is also the highest in the game right now. It beats the Crown of Shadows, which is currently the highest, but the Chill Shard Crown is going to have the highest heart bonus of any pet hat to date right now. There is also going to be a new firework added that I believe is called Flutterworks. That's what I've heard. This is from David A's video, and so yeah, these are a new type of firework that is going to be added. Cannot wait to get those. Very cool looking. There might be another new Morph Marble, or it might just be the Morph Marble Mystical. We don't know, but I'm hoping we get another new Morph Marble. That's going to be very cool. We might even be seeing a new throwable, who knows, but also snowballs would just make sense as well. I'm sure they're going to show up there. And I'm sure we're going to have plenty of winter-themed currency, like shivers. I'm sure that's going to be very abundant here. And anything else, we'll have plenty of magic coins. Last I heard, I think those have finally been released to everybody. But if not, they're still almost released to everybody, just barely still in beta testing. And lastly, we can expect about 2 new mounts to be added. So 2 different kind of winter themed mounts. I think some kind of like snowman mount would be really cool if they did that. or a snowflake or something like that. We're just gonna have to wait and see, but we can expect probably 2 new mounts like they have been for the past few Treasure Track seasons. So those are my predictions for what is coming in Season 7 of the Treasure Track, this winter-themed Treasure Track that's lasting from December 2024 to January 2025. And what do you think about all of these predictions, and what do you want to see in Season 7 of the Treasure Track? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments